Hello. How you all doing? Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since a video, and this is EKS footage, and it's off to a wonderful start. I've got a boat of a car which just doesn't move off the line, but yeah, this is from EKS, the penultimate round over at Three Sisters. I kind of did cheat, and I got a little bit of practice from the day before, but obviously it don't matter on the day really. It helped a little bit, but when you're racing other people, your braking points have to change and you have to do different lines. I stuck at P4. I had about a minute gap to everyone else because I just slowed down. His Hayden goes past in an absolute rocket. We gathered. This car was a bag of shit, I'll just say it straight up. And unfortunately, I think I only recorded the first two races because my GoPro decided to have a day off, really. And I remember in this race, there'll be footage from AJ Racing. I know that James E's shop. I did some, in my opinion, amazing defensive switchbacks, and somehow managed to defend. I think I finished P8 in the end. I think, don't quote me on that, from a P4 start, but yeah, I'm just experimenting with this corner into Paddock Bend. I think that's a corner name, as I give Ian a little nudge and try and get my head down. But as you can see, my car it's not going anywhere. I kind of realised earlier that this wasn't good after Joe Metcalf came in. I said, what car? And it was a car head, and he went, what is it? He said a bag of shit. We've got James Clare, our Victoria endurance teammate, who you'd see on the YouTube video, I think of race 3. He decided he had enough of being behind me and took me out. He apologised, but I didn't know it was him at first until I saw his guilty look when we were coming in on the in-lap. But yeah, and a little point, I've got BIKC Nationals. There's no point in posting it. There's really no point. The day were kind of demoralising for me. I didn't practice, so I didn't expect to do well, but my GoPro just didn't record most of it. I stupidly recorded the whole practice session, and I think it only recorded about 2 minutes of each heat, which is just unusable. I would use footage from the live stream, but the only footage I was on is me getting spun in the semi-final, where I went from P15 up to like P10 if I'm not mistaken, after getting taken out and doing a recovery drive of my life, but it just wasn't good enough in the end, unfortunately though. As I'm trying to go around the outside, I think that's Hayden. I'm full lock, and I think he does me. Actually no, I've gone around the outside. That's a pretty good move from me, if I do say so myself. I knew he were going to get me back anyway though. It's just the moral of the story of cars at Three Sisters. If you've got good straight line speed, you're going to go forward realistically. But yeah, this is race 1. I'm qualified P4. I finished P10 overall, and this race was alright, as I ride that curb and like an idiot, then I'm skidding the whole way around like an idiot as well. And after race 3, I actually ran out of talent. I were drifting around. I tried to drift with my front tyres facing left, like my whole car facing left, and I binned it straight into the wall, and I was pushing my car out of mud whilst everyone was waiting to go back to the grid, and I felt like an absolute moron. What have I got coming up? Hopefully to do the EKS Silverstone practice rounds with Lewis Middleton, and hopefully the Daytona Milton Keynes session. I want to try the D-Max karts at Milton Keynes because they're similar to club, so I think I'll do alright. And club next year, I'll be in the SB40 doing that full season, and I'm doing 2 sprint rounds as it stands of Warden and Rowra, so they'll be very good fun. I think I see Ian Wilson, as I get a lovely switchback if I do say so myself. But I think my car just ain't got drag. Ian probably weighed up about 10 kg heavier, and then look at that. it's just disgusting. Like there's nothing I can do. James Eastrup goes down my side as I brake very late, and I somehow just did the up and under on him and just got right round the outside here. Obviously more grip. The rubber is over there, so you're gonna have more grip in the wet. So obviously you want to stick to the outside. But yeah, I'm surprised I managed to hold that one. I was quite happy with that, especially when his kart was pretty decent. Mine just had no straight line speeds and trying to egg it on, but it just doesn't seem to work. And that's just unfortunate at the end of the day, really. My kart wasn't up to scratch, but yeah, I managed to scratch a result from it. My race 4 kart was diabolical. My race 2 kart was pretty good in the straight line, I think. Hassan remember telling me, because he went on to win. But I just didn't maximise it. I couldn't turn left, as you'll probably see later on. But yeah, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the footage. And don't forget to like, comment. Tell me, like, give me tracks you want me to go to. I want to go around the country and try different tracks. And make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on. And yeah, I'll try and upload again soon. I'll upload some hot laps soon. Thank you, bye. Right, so we're at the end of the race here. Archie Snell actually spun out on the first team lap, actually nearly got me here. He said he was complaining that we're pushing him off, but I don't think I were. Either way, I still managed to hold the position, so thank God. I did straight line. He wasn't too happy, but like my wheel wasn't turning to the left, it was going straight, so it just ran out of room. But here we are for race 2, and I don't know how this one goes, to be honest. I don't really remember. This could have been the one where Ross had the rocket cart and we're actually waiting for the fuel because he did it all. It took a while actually because I think there were car issues at the back. So I started recording really earlier, didn't realise at the time. But yeah, race 1 was a decent result. I'm glad I finished 10th overall. I hope to do a bit better with Saul as a teammate for Indoor Merchants. But at the end of the day we didn't succeed, and I'll be back when the race starts. Okay, so the race is beginning now. The red light system's weird. I got a very good start actually compared to James there, and every grid after qualifying after heat 1 was based off your fastest lap. So mine was obviously pretty mid because I was in a bad car. As I'm pushing Saul here, I think Indoor Merch is seeing me. Let's getting forward as I go barreling down the middle. James is up there, and yeah, this is a kart where I had a good kart, but then you'll just see how good Ross's car is in a second as I get a very good run out of there, sticking behind Saul, and Ross Samuel starts pushing Ian and just goes, because kart 9 on the day was an absolute rocket. As I picked to go to the outside, I don't know why Saul actually stayed on the inside there. I don't know if he thought the line was better. As I start laughing as I think, oh no, it wanted James, he sort of didn't bin it there. I thought we were James Clare that we're going to bin it, but I remember started laughing at him as Ross, I think, went on the inside here on 3 people. Yeah, quite an audacious move, but if you can get it slowed down and rotated, as I give him a bit of a nudge, it's side by side, it's wet, there's nothing I can really do. Obviously I didn't mean it, I put my hand up and he don't seem too happy, but the day before I actually spun out Junaid because as I go flying off I was like no, you should probably hear. That is a rookie error, and I'm convinced if I didn't do that I would have actually got a very good finish, as that was just in my head the whole time. I didn't want to mess up again. Don't mess up, but I did. I probably made loads of mistakes in the end. I knew I couldn't do turn 2, the left-hander. I don't know why. That was like my worst corner, and my best corner was at the end of the Conrod straight. Is it not? That's not. Oh my god. That's why the Conrod's at Silverstone, not the Three Sisters. But yeah, we're just braking proper late. Last of the late breakers, and then the wet, you're going to gain yourself a lot of time in that. As I do a lovely switchback on Andre, and I think that was Saul that actually dropped it over there. I'm not too sure though. Correct me if I'm wrong. As I say, work together. Let's just go forward. I don't want to be fighting over like P10 or anything. Just I knew my cat were decent. I want to just go forward. But the actual vision you can see on the GoPro is what I could see in real life. As I go flying up the inside, absolutely use that curb, then that's my corner. I don't know if they were side by side as I'm drifting, and I'm not very happy at that point because the amount of speed I lost there was ridiculous. As you don't want to be drifting really, especially when it's full throttle. You want to be going straight, so you're going to go quicker realistically towards the end. I brake really late every time here. This was my best corner. As you can see, my lean is absolutely audacious. And I think I catch up to the group in front of me if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, my visibility was literally what you can see on the GoPro. So anytime they were light, you can't see it, which is just not ideal in any situation, because then obviously you're going to be screwed, out you really. As you can see, when it's dark, it's not too bad, as long as you can spot your braking points and everything. I think that's James. No, I'm not too sure actually, but I think I managed to hold it. I gave him room, had the outside. No, that's not James. I don't know who that is, I do apologise. So I tried to hold it on the inside, and I'm turning left for a right-hander, which you don't want to be doing. It's not the optimal line. As you can see, my car is actually very good. As I cruise up to the back of whoever it is in front of me, I can't remember who it is actually, but I cruise up to the back of them, and I think, I don't know if I get them. I don't even know who it is. I do apologise to whoever that is. I don't recognise the suit or helmet or anything. But yeah, I think I actually stayed in this position unless someone made a mistake, or my car at straight line speed actually just gassed me past them. As I didn't want to use a rumble strip there, because it's a bit like the exit of turn 2. It bounces you a lot, and this I just couldn't do this corner. Like, I couldn't pick the right line really. I did have some wet practice the day before, and obviously I did Rower in Club 100, but it's just not the same. Like, the Sodis are like boats. They're like boats in the dry. Like, they're impossible to move. As I'm getting, I think, shoved wide by Andrew, but he leaves me the room. I say, I think I just did a terrible exit, or he did a bad corner, because look at the gap I created. That were probably all the car and no skill. But yeah, I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this video. It's not the best video because it's literally just 2 races, but I didn't want to edit them out since it's only a short video anyway. Hope you enjoy the rest of it. Leave any thoughts in the comments, leave your opinions, or like what video style you want me to do, because I'm trying to learn how to edit on CapCut on my phone. But yeah, everyone have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.